Hi, Kristy here. Today's practice will work on an asana called Fallen Angel Pose. This is a modern asana developed through modern yogis practice, which means that you cannot find these asana from a traditional practice like hatha practice or other traditional lineage. However, this is quite an interesting and fun pose to work on, and we'll break down the pose today. It is developed from Sacro Pose as well as EPK1. If you haven't worked on the previous two asana before or you haven't mastered them, not very sure, I'll put up a link in the comment or also somewhere in the screen so you could try them first. When you're ready, let's practice Fallen Angel Pose. Let's take a look at what is a Fallen Angel Pose. How does it look like in the final shape? We'll start from a Sacro Pose, squeeze the knees together, exhale, twist to the right side. Press your left elbow against the outside of your right knee. A right elbow could be floating in the air or supporting your right knee depending on your level of practice. Take an inhale and exhale. Push shoulder forward, lean forward, lift your legs up, sacro. Then drop your head to the floor, right side of right head on the mat. Lift your left leg up, right leg pointing towards the sky. This is the shape of a Fallen Angel Pose. When you're ready, come back, squeeze the knees together and come back onto the mat. This is not an easy asana. When your head is on the mat, you're using the neck strength. So I do not recommend you to speak in the middle of the asana. However, when I was teaching, so I had to speak, but for you, definitely not to speak. When you're ready, I would break down the pose with what kind of muscles to engage. Number one is definitely using the neck strength, as what I just explained, because when you press the side of your head, your face on the mat, your neck will be resisting the floor, so you have to have enough neck strength. Number two, that is your side body strength. For a lot of people, when they do Fallen Angel Pose, they kick the leg to the side instead of kicking the leg up to the sky. It is because of lacking side body strength, including the side of your glutes and then your waist and then the oblique, which is the next to your rib cage. So the next part in the practice, I will also prepare your side body strength, so helping you to enter a Fallen Angel Pose easier. In this video, I will guide you into two different methods of entering Fallen Angel Pose. Preparation 1, let's strengthen the neck muscle. So to strengthen the neck muscle, we have to work on resistance of the muscle, so it builds some strength. What we are doing is, I'm going to mirror you. This is your left hand. Use the left hand, press it against the left side of your head. Take an inhale and exhale. Press the head against your palm, so your palm and your head will be resisting each other. During that resistance, we are working on the neck muscle on the side. Exhale, relax. The other side this time. Your right hand pressing against the side of your right head. Take an inhale and exhale. Press. Press your palm towards the head and head towards the palm. Feel the resistance. Exhale, relax. So this is the exercise that I recommend you to practice a lot. Number two is side plank. On the side plank, we are strengthening the side body muscle. Now rest your left elbow on the mat and your left shoulder stack on top of your left elbow. Raise your right hand up. Take an inhale and exhale. Lift your hips towards the sky. Push the side body, leveraging on your glutes muscle, your oblique muscle, your sides of your waist to lift the hip up towards the sky for another 2. And 1, relax. Then let's also work on the other side. You actually realize that when you have to push your hips to the sky, you have to use a lot of your side body strength. Now rest your right elbow on the mat, stack your right shoulder on top of your right elbow, lift the hip up, raise your left arm up, stacking the shoulder and elbow in one straight line. Exhale, lift the hip up, push, 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 and push. Hold it there for another 3, 2, and 1. Relax. Yeah, I know that's indeed quite tiring. However, that is how you're going to build up the side body strength. And now we'll talk about how to enter a Fallen Angel Pose. Method 1, enter from a Sacro Pose directly. The challenging part of this method is to lift the leg to the sky instead of to the side. So in this method, I'll tell you some tips of how to lift up the leg to the sky. Squeeze the knees together, enter a side crow twist to the right side. Palms separate, shoulder width distance apart. Exhale, lean forward, lift the legs up into a side crow. Drop your head. Then now, turn, instead of kicking your legs here, turn your both feet towards the sky first. Then kick your left leg up and turn your right foot towards the sky at the same time. Ready? Come back, squeeze knees together, lift the head and come back to the mat. I intentionally did not separate my legs together when I'm in the side crow. I drop my head first and then I lift my toes to the sky first and then I kick my leg up. This is the way for you to kick to the sky instead of kicking to the side. This is completely not an easy move because you need a lot of strength on the side body to turn your feet towards the sky together. Good things takes time. Do your practice and you will get there one day. So let's try the other side. Enter a side crow pose first, squeeze knees together, exhale, twist to the left this time. Hook your elbow against the outside of the knee, lean forward, lift the legs, rest the head on the mat, turn your both feet and then kick up your right leg and turn your left leg, the left toe towards the sky too. Slowly come back and relax. If you were trying together with me, you might probably get quite tired up to this moment to kick up the leg to the sky. And we still have method 2. Method 2 is to enter into a fallen angel pose directly from EPK1. Let's try the first side. Exhale, twist to the right. Lean forward, lift the heels, lift the hip. That's a side crow. Then EPK1, rest the head on the mat. Directly lift the leg up to the sky. And the bottom leg to the sky too. Lift the head back up and come back down. This is how you're entering a ZPK1 first and directly kick up. This is the second method. And let's also try the other side. This time, turn to the left side. Squeeze the knees together. Hook your elbows. Separate your palm shoulder width distance apart. Press the palms on the mat. Lift the heels, lift the hips. Exhale, lean forward. Side crow, separate the legs. EPK1, drop the head and directly lift the legs to the sky to fallen angel pose. Come back, squeeze knees, lift the head and come back onto the mat. This is the second method. To me, the second method is much more difficult than the first method. However, some students find it otherwise. They like the second method more, so try. Remember to practice both sides. Another tip is to work on the weaker side first. I hope you enjoyed today's practice. Please don't forget to subscribe to my channel so you'll see more of my tutorials. I'll see you in the next practice.